like to dance all day. We like to dance, yeah.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Math Bug. Please like, share and subscribe if you like today's topic. And if you have any doubts, please write it in the comment box. Today our topic is data handling. What is actually a data handling? I say data handling is nothing but grouping and counting the objects. Now what do you mean by grouping and counting? Let me give you a simple example. Just look at this image. What do you see in it? A messy wardrobe, right? And it's not organized. If you want to get anything from this wardrobe, it gets very difficult for you, right? Now, if you look at this wardrobe, what do you see? It's well organized and grouped, right? Now, a good wardrobe is one which is well organized. And if the things are organized well or grouped well, it gets very easy for you to count things as well as to get things from the cupboard. Even if you want to get your clothes or shoes or anything from the cupboard, it gets easy because the things are grouped properly, right? Now, let me give you another example. The kitchen. Your mother makes sure that the kitchen is well organized because it gets difficult for your mother if the kitchen is messy. She makes sure that the things in the kitchen like pulses, you have rice, you have atta, they are placed in proper tins or cans. And if they are messed up, it gets really difficult for her to find out where are the things or how much quantity of the things are still there, or if she has to get it, if she has to buy it, right? So it's very important that you keep your things properly grouped, and the grouping things make it easy for you to count. To give better examples, I would say that a student with its bag, the students always make sure that he puts all his books properly organized in his bag. For example, the student tries to keep the notebooks in the front compartment and the textbooks in the back compartment. Why? Can't he keep all the books in the same compartment? Yes, so but why? Because it makes it easier for the student to get his notebooks, because it gets always in the mind that keeps always in the mind that the notebooks are there in the front compartment and the textbooks are there in the back compartment. And even when the teacher asks the student to get the book, take out the book, he just quickly put the hand in the bag and take out the book, right? Same way, data handling is used around your society. How? If you see a medical shop, the owner, the person at the medical shop makes sure that the medicines in the medical shops are properly arranged in the racks, because if the customer comes and asks for a medicine, he doesn't take much time to get the medicine. Whereas if the medicines are not properly arranged or messed up or mixed, it gets very difficult for the person to search for the medicine. Same way, the grocery shop. The grocery shop, the owner of the grocery shop makes sure that all the things in the grocery shop are well organized and grouped properly. Why? Because if you want to order something, if any item of the grocery shop is going to finish and he wants to buy something, it gets easy because they are grouped, and it gets very easy for the person to count how many are left and how many he has to buy. So data handling is nothing but grouping and counting the objects, and it gets very easy to count only when they are grouped properly. Also, data handling makes the things well organized. Okay. Now, you can represent data by different ways. They are a tally, a pictograph, a bar graph, a line graph, a pie chart, etc. Today, we are going to study about tally. Now, to start with tally, let me tell you, can you tell me how many lines are here? I'll just give you 2 seconds. 1, 2. Can you tell me how many lines are here? You might be thinking it was 9, 10 or 11 because they were spread over, right? Now, just have a look at this. Now, can you tell me how many lines are here? Yes, there are 11 lines. Why was it easy for you to count these lines rather than the image that I showed you before? Because these lines are grouped in the form of fives. If you could see the vertical lines over here, after the fourth vertical line, the fifth line is crossed across the fourth line. Yes, why? Because each line is grouped according to 5, and when it is grouped in the form of 5, it gets easy to find out how many lines are there. You don't need to count each line. Let me tell you again, you don't need to count each line. You can just see at the image and find out how many lines are there. Now you might be thinking, why only grouping of 5? It's also easy to group in the form of 10, right? Because when you count in the form of 10, you can say 10, 20, 30, 40. Whereas in 5s, obviously it will be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, right? So you might be thinking, why not can't we group in the form of tens? Let me tell you why. Okay, when you put the vertical lines, if you want to cross out the 10th line, first you need to make sure that they are all 9 lines, because chances are there that you might make a mistake of missing at least one line also. That is the reason we don't use grouping of 10 in Tally. This is called as Tally, right? In Tally, we use vertical lines to represent the data, and to show the lines, we draw the 4 lines and cross out the 5th line and represent it in the form of groups of 5. Now, let me give you an example of Tally. How can we use Tally in our day-to-day life? First, before I give the example, let me tell you that Tally can only be used when there is a small data. You cannot use Tally if the numbers are large. You have to use bar graph, line graph, or a pie chart to show if the number are large. But it's very easy to show Tally when there are groups of when the numbers are small. Now let me give you an example how Tally can be used to collect the data. Okay, now in a class, let me give an example, a class of students of different age groups. For example, if I say a class 4 students, what age groups can be there in the class 4 students? It can be 9 years, 10 years, 11 years, right? I don't think so. They might be less than 9 years. So let me draw a table of ages, right? So you have this number students with age of 9, 10 and 11. Okay, now I can do one thing is I can quickly ask each student to tell the age. Okay, so when they start telling the age, I will put a tally or a vertical line in that age group. For example, if the student say her age is 10 years, the only thing I have to do is I have to put a vertical line in that 10 years box. Okay, 10 years box. Now when the other one says 11 years, I'll just make sure that I'll put a vertical line in the 11 years box. The next is 9. I'll make sure that I'll put a line in 9 years. Same way, as I keep on putting the lines, I have to remember that the 5th line has to be crossed across the 4th line. So once I complete all the students, I'll get a number of students who belongs to different age groups. Okay, this makes my work easier. It's better if I keep on asking, I might forget. So the easier way for me to collect the data is by using a tally. Okay, so this is how tally is used in data handling. I hope you all understood my topic. Please let me know if you have some doubts in the comment box. Thank you so much.
Well, I could dance.